Hey, this is Dale Tinsley. You're listening to the Connect podcast. Our purpose is to guide you to connect with yourself so that you can connect with others and live a life of meaning and value. Continuing the series, Limitless Potential, Endless Refinement. Peace be with you. Welcome back to Connect. Today's episode, Gym Mindset, Beast Mode. So today's going to be a continuation of last episode where we discussed preparing our minds for the gym, the different layers, the nuances, the perspectives, which will shift our perception and getting us ready, or if you're already a gym goer, adding value and meaning to you for sustainability and for growth. And that's what this is about. This is about tapping in to your limitless potential and continuing the process of endless refinement when it comes to the gym. And we are all capable. We just got to dig deep and uncover that fire, and get that fire burning, give it some air, give it some fuel, give it the right fuel. And then we end up at beast mode. But before we get to beast mode, we need to recap a little bit of Gym Mindset, the first episode. The why. Your why, you'll have your fundamental or your core beliefs of your why. Your kids, when you look in the mirror, your overall health. For some people, maybe they didn't have a choice. Maybe the why was, if you don't start exercising, your lifespan's going to be cut short. That's pretty heavy, and that's a lot to take in. But it is some people's reality. So I hope the content is giving you perspective and removing pressures and helping you strategize and see yourself, what has worked in the past, what doesn't work, finding the right motivation within yourself to feel connected to yourself and get out of your workouts, which you're putting in, and turning that dial up. So the why is at the center of it. And honestly, I'll be totally transparent with you. I'll share. When I was 17, 18, I was maybe a year in. I might have been 19 when this particular moment happened, but I started weight training when I was 17. So I was about 19 and a girlfriend had broken up with me, and she was justified in why she did what she did. And my ego took the deflection, or me not wanting to own it, right? My ego said, oh, well, she hasn't seen your best. And you know, that was fuel for my fire at a young age, totally clueless, led by ego, driven by ego, to push hard in the gym was, yeah, well, she hasn't seen my best yet, so. And maybe you can relate to that. But the ego's energy, the ego's motivation is short-lived. It's temporary. We can see it in other areas of our life where you might want something, you think you really want it, and then you get it and you just feel empty after the newness wears off, right? Whether it's a new car, new truck, new tattoo, new title, shiny watch, these things that are tools in our lives. They make our lives easier, maybe free up time for us to be able to do other things. But they do not compare to the connection that we feel with those around us that we love when we're truly present, when we're truly grounded in sharing a moment. So let's recap on the foundational items within yourself. We discussed some of them. I hope last episode inspired you to look yourself in the mirror. Also reflect while you're in the car, or you're in your moments of reflection throughout the day or before you go to bed, on what you really need for this gym mindset to be a part of your life and sustainable. The dedication, the consistency, adaptability, courage. And in the spirit of today's episode, Gym Mindset Beast Mode, relentlessness, vigor, energy, growl are some of the key layers to get into that beast mode. The foundation will grow as you continue to take in new moments, have new realities in the gym, start to feel more connected to your body. Your foundation will grow and you'll become empowered, and you'll start to see what all the fuss and fuss is about of why people are committed to the gym and to lifting weights and to exercising. It's a game changer. And like anything, when something's new to you, the self-awareness work, a new job, learning a new language, there's a learning curve. We got to crawl, and then we start walking, and then we start jogging. And by the time you start tapping into beast mode, you're in full sprint. So where are we right now? We've discussed the whys. We've discussed the foundational layers, which will be different for all of us as individuals. So where are we? Is there more gas in the tank? Are we tapping into our limitless potential in the gym? And if not, what's holding us back? Is it bad form? Is it we're distracted? Is it low energy? Is it maybe you need new information? Maybe you don't feel comfortable with what you're doing and you need some more guidance. You're in doubt. All of these things are a reality, and it's normal and it's okay. If it's something new for you, it comes with the territory, like with anything. And for those that are dedicated and are committed, you also went through this. So if you can, each one teach one. Take the time. Be mindful of your approach. Some people, even if you step in with pure intentions, they might, depending on what's going on with them, they might take offense. So be mindful. Use your awareness on how you approach. And just speak from the heart. And say, hey, after the set, say, hey, can I give you a tip? And those tips are gold. if they've been fruitful for you. You know, so as you're going and now you're a couple weeks in, couple months in, you're feeling more energetic, your posture, right? Your posture starts to shift. Your energy is higher. Your attitude even adjusts. And you start building some momentum. And that momentum started at 0. And it is where it is for you now. The key is to not stop. Not stop so that your momentum stays flowing. And like I said in the last episode, some days you're not going to kill it. You're not going to hit beast mode at a high level. And that's okay. But getting in there and being consistent and showing up is key. Because your ego was trying to talk you into staying on the couch. Or, oh, well, we don't have enough time to get the full workout in. Guess what? 30 minutes is better than nothing. 20 minutes is better than nothing. And it will keep your ego at bay that you showed up and at least you went and you were focused and you did a couple sets, right? You didn't murder it like what you were doing when you're unrestricted with time. So it's important to stay consistent and show up and be there, because once you get this rolling and you're building momentum, the ego inside of us will look for any excuse to derail you. And the key is to have that awareness. When that voice steps in and says, "Ah, you're a little sore, you shouldn't go today." You know in your heart, if you're real sore, okay, well, you need to recover harder. You need to start off with a little bit lighter weight than what you're doing, or just stay in the warm-up and work through it. So there's a lot of nuances, a zillion nuances when it comes to gym mindset and gym mode and hitting your beast mode in the gym. And the previous episode and this episode are structured and designed to grab your attention. To grab your attention and to set you up, to give you the tools and spark the interest inside of you for you to find the tools to set yourself up for success. And success is built. It's forged. It's a work in progress. It's growing. And the more you do it, the more momentum you build. You got energy rolling. And who's doing all that work? You are, my friends. You may not get the support that you wish you would get. This is a team of one. And some people might see this episode and think, oh, this is just for the guys. No. I know some bad ones who are females who get in there and will outwork a lot of guys that I know that don't have the gym mindset. I know some relentless females that hit beast mode. We're all capable of it. But they feed that fire. Doesn't matter if you're a female or a male. It's an individual sport. Got to be adaptable. I know some people that do the group classes. It's a double-edged sword. You're in that group environment and you got a team of people and you're vibing off of their energy and everybody's busting butt and they're getting it. And it will help push you to get it a little harder, right? But what about when nobody's there? Classes are canceled or the holidays or whatever. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that, and be mindful that it's you against you. It's not you competing with the people in the group gym sessions or group boot camps or group anything. This is your hero's journey. It's you against the quality of your workout yesterday. And understanding that the gym mindset ties directly in and is supported by growth mindset. No limitations, constantly growing, constantly taking in new information, finding the synchronicities that will start coming at you as we open our minds, as we open our hearts. You know, by nature, we want to help each other. Human beings want to help each other by nature, unless the individual is very damaged and is swimming in an ocean of pain. It's our instinct to help people, and help people by limiting their suffering, no matter what layer or reality that is tied to that. And what does that do for us? It feeds and gives us perspective on humility. And being in the gym and hitting it and being consistent. We're grateful that we can do it, because there's people that can't. There's people that went to serve and lost limbs. And guess what? They still show up and they still bang the weights the way that they can. Because they have that champion mindset. They have the heart of a champion that was cultivated. It was forged. Nobody handed that to them. Just like nobody's handed you anything. It's all earned. You know, a couple of years back, my buddy Mike Scott, that if you go look at the Synchronicity live event we did here in New Orleans, I met Mike Scott in the gym years back. And Mike's just an awesome individual. He's a brother of mine. But Mike Scott is a monster. And I said, Mike Scott, how I get that? How I get those things you got, Mike Scott? And he just smiled. Set after set after set after set. Relentless. You want it for the right reasons. You have the foundation and the awareness of what it takes to feed the mindset. You set yourself up for success with the plan. And if something varies in the plan, part of your foundation is being adaptable. Don't let the ego take that, oh, something came up, and freak out and feed into that negative energy. You're still going to get your workout done. You just got to shimmy and smooth yourself around whatever issue it is. The humility, the gratitude, those things support the gym mindset. It's a blessing to be able to be in the gym and push, to have the health to be able to do that. Even if you're what some people would consider overweight or big boned or thick, you're in there. You belong. You paid your money to be there. And who is anyone to judge you? No one is above us, and no one is below us. It's critical that when you're in the gym, you're very, very mindful, and you need to start educating yourself. Education is huge. The gym mindset is all mental. But if you put bad information in, bad information out. Your technique, the techniques that you're using, the speed at which you're doing your reps or your exercises. Your form is critical. Technique, speed, form. Your muscles, your body, it doesn't know the weight. What it registers is time under tension. Time under tension. And when you start getting into it and you start pushing past your comfortability, just like in life, and saying, I want to go learn that new language. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Of course it is, because anything new that we take in, there's a learning curve. And the learning curve is uncomfortable. What's the reward? You pick up, you level up. You pick up a new language. Maybe it helps you with your job. And so on and so on. You open yourself up. In the gym, the new information is going to enhance your health, your energy, your sleep patterns, the quality of your sleep, the subconscious choices that you're going to start making because you just went and killed this workout. You don't want to pollute your body. You will subconsciously start swimming into the lifestyle. The connect lifestyle, mind, body, spirit. And then what happens? Magically, boom, boom, boom. The synchronicities start coming at you. And the things that don't bring you meaning and value start falling off. Because the only thing that we have control over ourselves. Our thoughts, which the ego will fill your head with chaos, but we have control over whether we feed into those thoughts or not. Your words, if you're staying present, right here, right now, thinking before you speak, not reacting on emotion. And your actions. Critical stuff. So pushing past the comfortability on everything outside the gym, you level up. Now we're going to talk about in the gym, pushing past the comfortability. Because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would feel vibrant and amazing and great. And it's not about looking chiseled or being ripped. It's a journey that each of us is on. If you say, well, I've never lifted weights, I haven't done it, I don't want to get too big. I've had guy friends of mine that have never lifted say that. That's the least of your worries. The least of your worries is I don't want to get too big, because the work that it takes to get like Sean Otto, champion mindset, Valhalla Gym, to get there, whew, that boy's a monster. He's a living legend. To get to the level of Mike Scott, John Dang, Andreas with those big arms, it is a relentless drive. And tapping into that unlocks fire within us. It's a high, it's a hyper-focus zone. Nothing else matters. It's like tunnel vision when you start tapping into that. And that is the beast mode. That is the beast mode. You against you. And there's some resistance. And you're stretching your body. You're pushing past the comfort zone. Oh, this is hard. It hurts. Yes, it does. But what the mind says, the body does. And that's where the growth happens. In the uncomfortability. In the uncomfortability and the humility of saying, Andreas, can you help me with this? I need some help. That's where the growth happens. Stepping into that uncomfortability. Why is it uncomfortable though? Who pops out knowing everything? It's a state of mind. It's growth mindset. And to be and stay in growth mindset, we have to have the awareness to see our egos clearly and to realize I'm asking the right person for some help because I want to grow. I want to learn. I want to push on our hero's journey to be the best version of you. And that doesn't mean that we're not going to have challenges and life's going to beat us over the head with the curveball from somewhere you didn't even see coming. But the stronger your mind is, the stronger your body is, and the stronger your spiritual connection is with God and the connection with yourselves. Living in gratitude, living in humility, seeing the synchronicities, appreciating the small nuances of life, being present in the moment. It's like living the dream. It's a beautiful thing. And I truly wish I could take pieces of that for myself, bottle it, and share it with you. I can't. But I can give you ideas and share the nuances to inspire you to find that within yourself, because we are all capable. Sean Otto said it best: what one man is capable of, what one man can do, so can another. Incredible. Gym mindset, growth mindset, pushing past your comfort zone, owning it, being self-accountable, and tuning in to yourself. Medium weight has been my norm, but there were times that I wanted to see if I could do certain things, right? But like I said in the previous episode, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. But still, so I wanted to push, like really push, like just go for 1 or 2 reps, right? And I would just zone out, close my eyes, and ask God for the help and the courage and the strength to do it. You know, and I did it, right? And so I say that you use all of you. Use all of you. And not just in the gym, in your life. Your limitless potential. Endless refinement. But if we're not refining, if we're not polishing, if we're not challenging, is there momentum? Is it the same thing over and over? And it's like we're living the Truman Show. And that's just existing. The gym mindset will get that fire burning inside of you and keep feeding it. Keep feeding it. You get one body. Take care of it. Nurture it. Nurture yourself. You being the best version of you, showing up for yourself. You bring the best you for your family, for your coworkers, for your friends, your community, and for humanity. It's a slow and steady climb if you're just starting. If you've been in the game, I hope it gave you some perspective and help you go back to basics. Just remember, remove the fluff. Get to the core. And push, push, push. Go to the connection.studio, pick up the journal for this episode, and go get it in. We'll see you next time. God bless. Thanks for joining us at the Connection Studio. You can support us by sharing with others and posting to social media. Keep doing the internal work, as it will truly make all the difference. God bless.